The angels are saying you to keep behaving the way they think is right. Keep smiling. Even on the job, you are no longer laboring for human benefit. Rather, you are working for God's. It has been crystal evident to me that if you put your trust in God, you will be financially successful for the rest of your life. Eventually, your hard effort will pay off, and your body will be the first to recognize your emergence. Consequently, it looks that your professional life is set to experience an exciting transition in the near future. Their choice became the conclusion of the internal fight that erupted in your head. You could wind up emotionally successful, and features might win out in the end. Maybe you'll come out on top by seeing the conflict through the prism of love for both sides. You will be better able to resolve it. You have a purpose in this world, and that purpose is to commit amazing acts of compassion. That is the purpose for your attendance. You may have faith in me, since I will always put your needs first and pledge to be there for you, no matter how lengthy our relationship. And I also care strongly about making sure you're happy and well. Without a shadow of a doubt, I am capable of helping you. While Jesus said everything is completed at the cross, it also covered all the bad things that are blocking me from becoming what you need me to be. For this, I am grateful to the Father by making it public that I am grateful to the Daddy. I am expressing my thanks to the Daddy. Please know how grateful I am to you, Father, from the moment. Please note that some statements can require change or editing based on context or intended meaning. Jesus said it was done on the cross. It has inspired the consummating splendor of all that has been before. After all that has happened, I hope this is the final consequence. Praying that God will form me into someone completely different from what you have in mind for me is an evident objective of mine. Virtually everything has been taken care of. The obligation is paid in full. I am pardoned, and I am your baby. No one involved in any of this has my highest distrust. Remember how crucial it is to keep your courage and not be terrified when presented with potentially hazardous conditions. The Lord, your God, is with you constantly and will never leave you. There can be no situational or alarming outcomes to any of anything. Because of this, you should not be worried or terrified in the slightest. The hardships of walking the road of life alone could be pretty challenging. However, you should never worry about them. There is no way that you, as a whole, can ever be fully removed. No one will ever be able to materialize that. You may rely on me to constantly defend you, and I guarantee I will never leave your side. Your high-quality hobbies are the only ones I'm thinking about because God has picked you to be one of His favorites. You may depend on my protection whenever you need it. His favor is being heaped upon you since you made this decision. No weapon can harm you. In fact, it will have no effect at all. The assignment switched from being one that could endure to one that would only be present for a limited period. Remain courageous and trust in the Lord your God. He will be on your side throughout this fight. Keep your confidence in the Lord your God even when times appear terrible. Feelings of despair and discontent will pass quickly, and doors may open for you when you approach them, provided that they correspond with your professional aims and desires. In the running world, you will receive complete possession of the car, as well as any personal goods and the contract following the completion of the sale. Everything else, including the car, isn't nearly as challenging as a scenario in which God is involved. No matter how difficult it is, the ancient proverb goes something like, "You can walk into a fire and not get burned or devoured." This may be true on your journey across the lake, or it could happen later on. I will follow you the whole way so you won't have to worry about those individuals ahead of you. As for me, I want to remain for the whole event. As you continue your adventure, I may follow you over the river. I will be by your side the whole while. I believe in your ability to do anything. You're capable of great things, says God.